Okay, for your next step, you're going to use electrical tape. You might have used this before with the roller coaster challenge with Mr. Karajanis. You're going to cut off 4 short pieces of electrical tape. They're not real long, maybe about I don't know, 4 centimeters long or so, about the length of a pink eraser or a little shorter. And leave those guys ready to go. Now, this part's a little tricky, not as bad as wire stripping. Twist your wires so they kind of stay together. And you're going to thread one end through the hole in your paper plate. Mine weren't quite twisted enough, so they started to fray out through the hole in my paper plate. Okay, now it's back here. That's great. Now I'm going to push down on it with my finger while I flip my paper plate or piece of cardboard over. Now you need to use paper fasteners. You might remember these from elementary school. They were so fun. You're going to push one paper fastener through the hole. Now I've got my paper fastener and my wire together. I'm going to spread the paper fastener perpendicular to this other hole. Okay, I don't want to touch this other hole. If I end up with a metal to metal connection down here, it's going to short out my circuit. Now I'm going to wrap my long piece of wire around one of these little legs. Okay, then you're going to take a piece of your black electrical tape and cover all of your metal. Now that's really important because I don't want my battery to short circuit. You know, electrons are like 6th graders. They like shortcuts instead of going the long way around. If I end up leaving metal exposed back here, even just a little bit, then I'm not going to force electrons through my lights. They'll just go right back to the battery through the shortcut that I made for them, which we call a short circuit. So notice I've got all of my metal covered. If it takes more than one piece of tape, go for it. Use more than one piece of tape. You know, obviously you don't want to end up with a 60-pound project, but okay, so I got one ready to go. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my other one. Twist the wires. Thread them through your plate or whatever you're using, cardboard. Oops, got a little of my connector through there. Take another paper fastener, pass it through the hole as well. Flip it over, spread it out, wrap the metal around the metal. Super important so electrons can move from the wire or the paper fastener to the wire. Now, again, I'm going to take another piece of electrical tape and cover all of my exposed metal. And that way I won't have a short circuit. Okay, now, at this point, you could check to make sure that your circuit works by connecting your 9-volt battery to your 2 leads, and your light should light up. So far, you're ready to go. So pause and do that.